Welcome to your source for research, innovation, news, insights, and commentary. This is your Research Business Daily Report, where we are sponsored today and this week by Socratic Technologies, whose proprietary tools and methodologies tackle marketing complexities so that you can make more confident business decisions. Work reports a switch in the focus of the marketing research being done by Johnson & Johnson for its consumer products. VP of Global Strategic Insights Brenda Armstead told attendees at her presentation at the market research event that J&J's new market research approach is going to rely on a cross-company system for its major brands. Armstead said J&J wants, quote, to become more of a global organization with standards and consistency in the way we track our brand equity across our entire consumer group portfolio, end of quote. A Millward Brown composite metric is the key to all of this. It's going to capture levels of engagement and commitment for those brands. Millward Brown's composite brand score tool is going to help J&J guide its everyday brand equity evaluations. Armstead explained a scorecard will compare the consumer group brands, and J&J will then see how the brands stack up against each other. Millward Brown metrics measure meaningfulness, difference, and saliency, so J&J will see for itself what is driving each brand in each market. Next, Anderson Consulting's Tom Anderson offered some truly interesting comments in an interview at the Boston Text Analytics World Conference. He predicted that text analytic data will be used 2 years from now, quote, in several other areas that are hard for us to foresee now, end of quote. Now, he didn't speculate on those, but he did express hope for improved data visualization tools, as well as more creative analysts who can understand respective businesses and data and then communicate findings effectively. A lot of domain expertise and industry-specific text analytics tools and firms are on their way, Anderson asserted. The losers in the next few years will include enterprise and Twitter monitoring firms. At present, Anderson complained that social media monitoring is slowing the use of text analytics. Quoting Tom, until walled gardens around Facebook and LinkedIn data come down, there really is limited usefulness in this area, and we may be better off concentrating more efforts elsewhere, end of quote. Anderson closed that clients will soon begin to realize that they're listening to only 8% of the population as they access Twitter and blog data. Finally, wrapping things up for today, we wanted to shine a spotlight on the death of 55-year-old Clifford Nass on Saturday. He's a Stanford University sociologist and former computer scientist for Intel Corp, and he did pioneering studies that undermine accepted ideas about multitasking. Nass estimated that the top 25% of Stanford students are using 4 or more media at a time whenever they use media, and he expressed skepticism over and over about anyone claiming to be able to truly effectively multitask. Nass stated that multitaskers are, quote, basically terrible at all sorts of cognitive tasks, including multitasking, end of quote. He said they can't filter out irrelevancy, they can't manage a working memory, they're chronically distracted and initiate much larger parts of their brain that are irrelevant to current tasks. All of this is interesting, considering, just as one example, the ties that businesses are trying to make between TV viewing and social media. That's your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored by Socratic Technologies, whose proprietary tools and methodologies tackle marketing complexities so that you can make more confident business decisions. I've known Socratic Technologies for nearly all 20 years of this company's life, and I can tell you that it is one of the best research agencies around. You should check it out. Sotech.com is their homepage address. Have a great research day, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow.